Charlton were absolutely magnificent. They could have been 3 up the first 15 minutes, but then to go 3-1 down and to come back against the best team in England, you know, and get a result was absolutely awesome.
Take a check on the two teams. Charlton give a full debut to South African international Sean Bartlett. He'll partner Jonathan Johansson up front. John Robinson, who's missed the last 3 games with a groin problem, only makes the bench. Skipper Mark Kinsella will be up against his midfield partner for Ireland, Roy Keane. Mark Fish, a recent signing from Bolton, has joined a defence that's only conceded 4 goals at home in the Premiership. Well, Manchester United make 5 changes from the side that beat Sturm Graz in the Champions League. There's no Fabien Barthez, the flamboyant Frenchman has an ankle injury. Sheringham, Scholes and Irwin are left on the bench, and there's no place at all for Dwight York, who's about to start a 3-match ban. In come Van der Houw, Phil Neville, Giggs, Solskjaer and young Luke Chadwick, who makes his 2nd Premiership start. Charlton have fired blanks in 3 of their last 4 games. That's why South African international Sean Bartlett is given a full debut. He's on a 3-month loan initially from FC Zurich of Switzerland. With Fabien Barthez injured, it falls to Raymond van der Houw to preserve the Premiership's best defensive record. Just 10 goals conceded by Manchester United this season. And here's a big reason why. Wes Brown has been absolutely outstanding, cool, calm, totally unruffled. He's destined for very big things in the game for club and country. United, a formidable team in formidable form, seeking their 9th successive success in the Premiership today. The man in charge at the Valley is Stephen Lodge. United, as well as proving unbeatable in the Premiership, are also going well in the Champions League, of course, winning the first 2 games in the 2nd phase of that tournament. They really can do no wrong at the moment. There's just no stopping them. Or is there? Charlton are the ladies' team to try and halt United's Championship charge, but when you see players of the quality of Scholes only making the bench, you have to worry a little bit, don't you? Charlton have plenty to offer though, entertaining football mixed with a more solid look than when they were last amongst the elite of English football 2 seasons ago. In fact, Charlton currently have the best defensive record at home in the Premiership, just 4 goals conceded in 8 games here at the Valley, and they've only been beaten once last time out by Sunderland. It's the fixture, the one that everyone awaits with hope and with fear, because Manchester United remain as hungry as ever in their pursuit of yet more glory. Now, before the kick-off here, there will be a minute's silence to remember Harold Phipps, who played in Charlton's FA Cup winning side of 1947. In fact, he played in 3 Wembley finals in all for them. He sadly died this week at the age of 84. And the club are also mourning the loss of cricket legend Colin Cowdrey, who also died this week. Lord Cowdrey was a former director of Charlton, so as a mark of respect, the Valley is about to fall silent for Harold Phipps and Colin Cowdrey. A minute's silence perfectly observed at the Valley, with memory of Harold Phipps and Colin Cowdrey. Manchester United having to wear a change kit today of white shirts to avoid a clash, of course, with Charlton. Sir Alex Ferguson beginning the game in the director's box. Stephen Lodge, there's actually no ball to kick off with. Be a good idea to have one. So Manchester United get us off and running at the Valley. Charlton Athletic, the latest team to try and stop what appears to be another championship charge from this tremendously talented team. Nicky Butt, who's been hanging on to his place in the team, and rightly so lately, never lets them down. Kinsella clears that though. Wes Brown, assisted by Silvestre. Now Beckham. That one's floated towards Salako, and an early chance here for Charlton. And John Salako had a glimpse of goal in the opening minute. Jensen, cut out by Gary Neville, who also blocked Salako's effort. Salako trying again though. This time it's cut out by Captain Keane. Silvestre, aimed towards Solskjaer, and it's found him. Oh, they got a Solskjaer. Brave goalkeeping from Dean Kiely. It did spin away a little bit from Solskjaer, but Dean Kiely was very alert to the threat posed by the nippy Norwegian, and he smothered it. Well, the Valley held its breath when it almost opened up here for John Salako. And in the end, Gary Neville got in the way. Jensen pointing to where he wanted it, and he's got it. And now Jensen has put Powell in. And Powell's cross! Oh, a spectacular save! Johansson's header pushed away by Raymond van der Houw. And Charlton so very nearly made a flying start. Jonathan Johansson with plenty of power on it, but all credit to the keeper. Jensen's corner. Bartlett was the nearest Charlton body to it. It's not cleared yet though. Salako. That was a brave header by Gary Neville, but there was a high boot from Richard Rufus in there, and it'll be a free kick to Manchester United. And they've taken it very, very quickly. Giggs with a typical turn of pace, and Kiely has to come and smother again. Ryan Giggs back in the starting lineup after some fleeting appearances from the bench recently, scored in midweek to finish off the Austrians of Sturm Graz in the Champions League. Salako. Powell. Well, there was no doubt whatsoever that Charlton would go for it right from the start here. Foul by Solskjaer on Rufus. Richard Rufus, Charlton's Player of the Year last season. And they think a lot of him in this part of the world. Kiely's kick, met by Gary Neville. Chadwick got something on it. Now Solskjaer gives it back to Beckham. Cut out though by Charlton's captain Kinsella. Powell up towards Johansson. And here is the spin again. Johansson's cross. Bartlett! Oh, it somehow stayed out. So close. But Charlton are rattling the champions in the opening stages of this game, and it was nearly a dreamful debut for Sean Bartlett, and the Valley would have erupted had that one sneaked in off the post, yet somehow it didn't. And Van der Houw could only watch. bright and busy start from the home team. Beaten only once here this season in the Premiership by Sunderland last time out. They don't give much away either. 4 goals conceded in 8 games, and they're certainly taking it to Sir Alex Ferguson's Manchester United at the moment. He may well be a little concerned. Bartlett tried to flick it through to Stuart, nothing doing. Keane. Phil Neville. That'll be cut out by Kinsella. Powell is available. Rufus. They play some nice football, Charlton. They're a worthy addition to the Premiership, and they'll be hoping to hang on in the top flight this time around. Kinsella. Rufus. Now Fish. Kishishev back to Johansson. Wes Brown in the way. Alan Kerbersley's excellent efforts at Charlton over the years haven't gone unnoticed. He's been linked with a job in the England setup, maybe as under-21 coach. Now, Stuart's cross, and it's in this time from Bartlett. He has done it. Charlton are really giving it a go against the champions. And dreams do come true, because Sean Bartlett has scored on his full debut against the team of his dreams too, his boyhood idols, Manchester United. Graham Stuart, the provider. And Manchester United find themselves a goal behind. Bartlett, an instant hero. Well, that's what they brought him in for. They failed to score, Charlton, in 3 of their last 4 games. Alan Kerbersley hoped that Bartlett would be the answer to that. He is the answer. Here's Kinsella. Jensen to Chris Powell. Manchester United can't get a grip at all at the moment. And all credit to Charlton, and look at the space that Johansson is in. Now Klaus Jensen. And it's come off Phil Neville. It'll be a corner kick. Bartlett, the goal scorer, in the hunt for another. Jensen whips it in, but it's a comfortable catch in the end for Van der Hau, and he's going to try and release Giggs, but Kishishev, the Bulgarian international, takes it away from him. Now Kinsella. Now, this has been kept in by Roy Keane. David Beckham's in a bit of space. He's going to have a go, surely, when it was blocked by Fish, but they were inviting him to have a blast. Now, though, there's no flag, and Johansson is away! Jonathan Johansson! Oh! Just wide! Oh dear, it could have been 2-0 to Charlton, with less than a quarter of an hour gone. Manchester United sleeping a little bit, but Johansson fired wide. Charlton are fiercely committed to the cause at the moment. They are in a really rampant mood here, and Manchester United have no answer to it just yet. An extraordinary start at the Valley. Alan Kerbersley's Charlton leading Manchester United. Sir Alex Ferguson has come down already from his seat in the director's box, because this is not the Manchester United he knows. Little nick from Salako, found Jensen, now Johansson, and now Bartlett. Needs help over there. Kishishev. Kinsella. Oh, back to him by Jensen, and now Bartlett. Super stuff from Charlton. Handball claim, but all they've got is a corner. Off Wes Brown. But Charlton playing Manchester United very much at their own game here, with some flowing football. Jensen's corner, and it all ended a little bit scrappily, with Manchester United breaking. David Beckham. He has Chadwick and Solskjaer and Giggs up there with him, and he's picked out Ryan Giggs, and Giggs gives it to Roy Keane, but Charlton close him down. Nicky Butt though comes in and takes a tumble right on the edge of the area. Free kick. Now this could be ominous for Charlton. Nicky Butt clipped by Kinsella. It actually came through to Roy Keane, who might have fancied continuing, but United will take the free kick instead. What a surprise. He is surveying the scene. A tense time at the Valley as Beckham steps up, and it bounced off and through the wall and was promptly twisted behind by Kinsella for a corner. Actually, Kinsella who hit as well. Not much joy from the free kick. What will come of his corner? Beckham, and it's flicked away, but quickly retrieved by Roy Keane, who goes back to Gary Neville. United having another one of these spells where they attempt to keep Charlton on the rack a little bit. Oh, here's Luke Chadwick, and he's got time on his hands. Chadwick, blocked though by Rufus. Jensen loses out to Keane, and Keane has been tripped by Kishishev, and that's going to be a free kick. Well, he definitely seemed to be caught. David Beckham, oh, that was wicked, and I think Solskjaer was on the end of it, to no avail as it turned out, but it really was viciously whipped in by David Beckham. And indeed, Solskjaer met it but couldn't steer it goalwards. Bartlett wrestling with Gary Neville. Now Roy Keane. Phil Neville gets it back from Beckham. Leaves it for Keane. Solskjaer. Giggs is there with him, and it just came off the boot of Rufus, which took it away from the direction of Giggs. Kiely's kick aimed towards Johansson. Bounces through to Bartlett. Free kick for a little nudge in his back by Wes Brown. Just a couple of England caps so far for Brown, but plenty more to come, rest assured. Half an hour played at the Valley. Charlton Athletic lead Manchester United by Sean Bartlett's goal on his full debut. He waits for this free kick. Klaus Jensen went for goal! Oh, it was a wonderful save from Van der Hau, because for more than a moment it looked like that one was going to fly in, and Van der Hau came scrambling across. Tremendous try though from Jensen, who now takes the corner, and Van der Hau struggling a little bit, and Richard Rufus was on the end of it but couldn't quite get it down. But Charlton really are giving an excellent account of themselves here, and that was close. A couple of seasons ago United sneaked a last minute winner here through Dwight York. In fact, I seem to remember Charlton losing a few home games by a single goal. They didn't get too many thrashings last time they were in the Premiership, but they certainly picked up a few lessons along the way and are more prepared this time. And you have to say that some of the football they play, well, the Premiership would be a poorer place without them. Away by Fish. Silvestre on a little burst. Now Ryan Giggs. But Beckham's cross, comfortable for Kiely. Johansson will get the throw off Wes Brown. Johansson, former Rangers striker, pretty prolific up there, even though he was often on the bench. He's made quite an impact since arriving in the Premiership. 9 goals this season. Sir Alex Ferguson and his number 2 Steve McLaren. None too impressed with the way things have gone so far, but I wouldn't say he's quite happy, because he knows that against Manchester United, with the amount of time there is left, 1-0 is never enough. In fact, 5-0 might not even be enough. But he'll certainly be proud of the way his team have performed so far. Jensen. And Chris Powell has continued his run, and Gary Neville having to nurture up behind for a corner. As once again Charlton probed Manchester United's defence. Klaus Jensen's corner, and away it goes, but back it goes. Oh, offside flag's going to go up. Klaus Jensen didn't get back in time. Manchester United with an awesome record in recent times, 13 wins in their last 15 games. Here's David Beckham. Now Roy Keane. Giggs. Solskjaer. United stringing some passes together. Silvestre. Chadwick available. And Jensen now picks it up. There goes Bartlett. And he's found Johansson. Ooh, Gary Neville with a vital interception. Giggs to Beckham, and he'll be joined down that side by Phil Neville. Beckham wasting no time, and Chadwick came in, but it's a goal kick. United thought it should have been a corner actually. Luke Chadwick, 20 years of age, and the end of David Beckham's centre. Keane and Giggs. Oh, it might have taken a deflection that, but Kiely performed heroics to push it behind anyway. Did indeed come off fish in the end as Giggs went for goal, and it spun awkwardly towards Kiely, but he dealt with it admirably. It's a corner, and that means David Beckham. Keane was at the near post. I think it'll be another corner. David Beckham tries again, but Stuart met it, and it's popped back in by Chadwick on his left foot. What an intriguing contest at the Valley. Roy Keane and Mark Kinsella play together in the Republic of Ireland midfield, but up against each other in this one. Now, handball, I think that was, by Johansson. Indeed it was. Good spot that by Stephen Lodge. Ooh, Solskjaer's going to latch onto this. Giggs is arriving in the middle. And here he is. Ryan Giggs! Oh yes! Giggs plants it firmly in the corner. Panic over for Manchester United, but were they really panicking? It's 1-1, and another fine finish from Giggs. He only needed the slightest glimpse of goal. Steered it past Kiely. And we are all square at the Valley, and he's the reason why. And Giggs now has seen Kiely off his line, he's gone for it! Oh, it hit the bar, but Solskjaer puts the rebound in! Absolutely unbelievable! Totally incredible! Wow! No wonder he's smiling, no wonder they're smiling! Well, well. Remember David Beckham at Wimbledon? Ryan Giggs. Well, that so nearly went in itself, but Solskjaer was banking on any rebound. Quite extraordinary. Manchester United have turned it round in a matter of seconds. Ryan Giggs nearly scored his second, but what a wonderful try from a supremely talented player. Here's Klaus Jensen. What a piece of invention from Ryan Giggs. Well, I think most people in the Valley could hardly believe what they saw then. From Giggs, Chadwick looks at him once more. This time Giggs lets it go for Solskjaer. It cannons off fish. Charlton have got to get a grip all of a sudden, having been in the lead for so long. Kinsella. A minute left in the first half and the Valley stunned. Well, it had been a supreme effort from Charlton, but Sir Alex Ferguson's team never cease to amaze you, do they? Typical of Solskjaer that he should be waiting in the wings had Giggs' effort come back to him as it did. Kiely scuffed that somewhat. And now Solskjaer could be in, and Roy Keane's in the middle. Solskjaer delaying his full-back, and it bounced off the boot of Captain Keane. I think he's getting a bit annoyed that he can't score this season, to say the very least. One of these days is going to go in for him. But as we keep saying, he offers a lot more, of course, to Manchester United. So much more. Beckham. It's half-time and a quite fantastic first half. Sean Bartlett gave Charlton the lead, and they really started in superb fashion and deserved that lead. Bartlett scoring on his full debut, but Sir Alex Ferguson's team turned it around, and he was at the centre of things. Ryan Giggs with the equaliser, tremendously taken, and then he lobbed one from maybe over 40 yards onto the bar, and guess who was waiting to pounce on the rebound? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with his 51st Premiership goal. And well, the Valley witnessed something quite extraordinary with that Giggs attempt on goal, but the champions, who were really on the rack a little bit to start with, have turned things round. And at the break at the Valley, it's Charlton Athletic 1, Manchester United 2. Stephen Lodge ready to resume proceedings here. So Charlton, having given such a good account of themselves, find themselves behind as they start the second half. Powell sending one up towards Bartlett. It's just going to race away from Jonathan Johansson though, and it'll be a goal kick. Raymond van der Houw in goal today for United because Fabian Barthez has a slight ankle problem. Little touch from Bartlett, it released Klaus Jensen. Well targeted in the end from the Danish international. Jensen with an ultimately disappointing effort, but he's such a key player for Charlton in that midfield area. Away by Silvestre, and Kinsella sends it all the way back to Kiely. Wes Brown across to Phil Neville. Charlton with a good home record, only one defeat here, and that was in their last game at the Valley against Sunderland, but they lost at Liverpool last week as well. Little flick from Bartlett carries through to Raymond van der Houw. Manchester United have got themselves into the driving seat. Ryan Giggs, a big reason as to why they've done that. Giggs. Keane. Silvestre, it opens up a little bit for him actually, and he goes for goal, and it whistles over. And he hasn't scored yet for Manchester United, Mikael Silvestre, but this was a fine try from the Frenchman, playing his 60th game for United today. Phil Neville's header. Solskjaer looking to latch onto this, and it just about carried to Kiely in his box. Kinsella to Kishishev. The Bulgarian on a burst, but his cross is met by Gary Neville. Now Chadwick. David Beckham. Beckham looking for Giggs. What a pass! Ryan Giggs! Still he has it. Solskjaer is waiting. Oh, and Kiely got back to keep Charlton hanging in there. Chadwick though delivers again, and Ryan Giggs not quite as effective with his head as he is with his feet. But a second goal beckoned for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in this match here. Giggs, well, Kiely got something on it, and that proved vital, as indeed did that. Manchester United still only 2-1 up. It could have been 3-1. Giggs and Solskjaer tormenting Charlton. But on that occasion, the home side had the last laugh. And they might be laughing again here. Johansson looked like he was held. The referee let it go. Whether he was trying to play the advantage, I'm not so sure. Meantime, Keane is charging away here, and Keane has to fend off Rufus, and does. And Kiely once again is there for Charlton. Rufus was struggling to keep up with Keane then, who charged away. It's a lively little affair. David Beckham. Solskjaer. Keane. Ooh, it nearly carried through to Solskjaer. Cut out by Kinsella, making up so much ground for Charlton as usual. Kishishev. Salako is available on the left, but they've gone to the right, and Sean Bartlett. Bartlett to Johansson. Johansson gone past Gary Neville, and it flashes right across the 6-yard box and away for a throw-in. Well, it's going from end to end at the moment, it really is. Enthralling entertainment. Keane came a little closer than Johansson just seconds before that. His effort saved by Kiely. Keane releasing Chadwick. Oh, and a bit of a mess up, and Kiely recovered as Chadwick seemed to stumble, in fact. Salako. Powell. Manchester United are going to bring on Paul Scholes shortly, but Charlton looking to go on the attack here. The flag up though against Jonathan Johansson, much to the dismay of the home fans. Well, I suppose he's not a bad lad to have on the bench. Luke Chadwick is going to make way for the arrival of Paul Scholes, given a little rest today. Likewise Teddy Sheringham, who's also a sub. Chadwick is going to discover soon that he'll have to trot off, but not just yet, because Manchester United, oh, he's coming off now. Chadwick being replaced. This was the only time that he was close to goal, really. Bit of a scramble, a bit scrappy, and that was his last contribution. Chadwick, we'll see plenty more of him in the years to come, but we see quite a lot of this boy now. Paul Scholes, Alan Kervishley and his assistant Mervyn Day, or one of his assistants, hoping that his team can find a way back here against Manchester United. A few teams have tried to do that and not succeeded, but Charlton have plenty about them, plenty to offer still. Jensen was rather crowded out there though. Beckham stepped in. Keane and Solskjaer. Giggs in the middle. Solskjaer lost his way a little bit, and that could set Charlton up for an attack with Jensen. Kinsella is a man on. Solskjaer was that man. Kishishev. Rufus. Johansson putting Silvestre under pressure, but the Frenchman, who's run off that injury he had earlier, not too ruffled by that. Doing very well, in fact. Now Scholes. Beckham's calling for it over on the other side. I think Scholes has seen it yet, but Keane might well switch it to that side. There it goes. He kind of knew to get to him eventually. Beckham sees his cross cut out by Fish. Bartlett. Powell. Foul on Gary Neville by Sean Bartlett, who has a prolific scoring record for South Africa, and Charlton will be hoping that he can do similar for them. 20 goals in 48 games for his country. 3-month loan initially from FC Zurich, but that could be made into a permanent move. Certainly scoring against Manchester United on your full debut can't do you any harm. Gary Neville looking for his close pal David Beckham, but it eluded him, although he gets it eventually. Keane. Nicky Butt with a bit of a forlorn chase on here, although not that forlorn as it turned out, typical of Butt. And he's still snapping away and forcing Powell to concede the throw. Scholes, lovely touch. Roy Keane, ooh, it skidded just wide from Captain Keane as he once again went in search of that elusive first goal of the season. Well struck, and not far away at all, was it? Johansson looking to get in here, but Silvestre got enough on it. And Gouw sends it out of play. Graham Stuart. Roy Keane got back just to get a little nick on that. Here's Klaus Jensen. Powell might have to go back to his keeper as United closed in. Kiely's kick. Here's Bartlett. Now Kinsella. That was a fair whack as well from Mark Kinsella. Plenty of pace on it, and awkward for Van der Gouw, but he smothered it. Now Giggs. Could be away here. Solskjaer moving in towards the near post. Still Giggs. Roy Keane! Oh, it's gone in! Kiely couldn't keep it out, and Roy Keane finally has his first goal of the season. And Manchester United seem to be heading towards a 9th win on the spin in the Premiership. Keane wasn't sure what to do, so he had a pop at goal, and he got the better of his Irish international colleague Kiely, who will be disappointed about that one, really. Kiely couldn't get a grip, and United, who certainly haven't had it all their own way this afternoon by any stretch, now find themselves 3-1 up. Johansson. The outcome of that little scrap is a free kick in Charlton's favour, which they've taken quickly. Graham Stuart now, and Scholes trying to hold him up, but not managing to do so. Ooh, and Silvestre just stopped it going through to Bartlett then. Jensen. Powell. Johansson on to Stuart. Wes Brown snapping away at Stuart, but Salako will get a cross in, away by Gary Neville though. And now Nicky Butt, that's going to just drift away, is it, from David Beckham? Yes it is. Charlton are going to make a change now, and John Robinson, a popular figure here, young serving player, comes on for John Salako. Robinson has missed the last 3 games with a groin injury. A fiery competitor. He'll put himself in and about Manchester United. Robinson on, Salako off. John Salako will sit and watch the rest of the game. It really has been some tussle. And Robinson, well, his first involvement in the game sees him take a sore one there from Butt. He's only just run on, John Robinson. Caught by Scholes, in fact it was there. Manchester United are going to bring on Jonathan Greening, who unusually didn't come through the Old Trafford youth system. He was signed a few years back from York. And they're going to take off Roy Keane, their captain, interestingly. Well, he finally got his first goal of the season. This was it. Didn't quite know what to do, so let's have a pop at goal. Keane goes off for a little rest and Jonathan Greening comes on. These are the sort of luxuries that Manchester United can afford at the moment. Talking of luxuries, here comes another one. Teddy Sheringham left on the bench today, but he's about to make his appearance, and would you believe United couldn't afford to take David Beckham off. He'll be replaced by Sheringham shortly. Robinson. Kishishev. Kinsella. Offside. It's going to drive the home fans mad, because it's about the 4th time in the last few minutes that the flag has gone up. And Stephen Lodge is going to show the game's first yellow card here to John Robinson for dissent. Robinson had a right pop at the linesman, and he's going to get a card as a result. Frustration really for Charlton. As soon as that flag went up, Robinson launched a verbal assault on the linesman, and that's why Stephen Lodge shows him the game's first yellow card. Well, there have been a few close calls there, but the Charlton players crowded around the official, and meantime Teddy Sheringham has come on for Manchester United, and David Beckham has made way. United able to take off Beckham and Keane. Easy, eh? Easy life at the moment. So David Beckham will see out this game from the bench. Silvestre. Manchester United have only lost 2 of their last 42 Premiership matches. It says so much, that statistic. Ryan Giggs. Giggs on the rampage. Kept out by Kiely, but Giggs came back off the post, I think, and Teddy Sheringham couldn't quite turn it in. But Ryan Giggs has been in the mood today. Almost impossible to contend with when he's in that sort of mood. And Teddy Sheringham couldn't quite screw it back in as it cannoned off the outside of the post. Sheringham to Scholes. Giggs away by Rufus. Phil Neville's header will go into touch. Manchester United face Liverpool next weekend. Charlton go to Leicester. Kishishev, who's about to be replaced. But that's a fine cross from him, and it's in from Bartlett. He's got his second of the game, and Charlton have set up a rousing finale at the Valley. They just refuse to lay down. Sean Bartlett, an instant hit at the Valley. It's Charlton 2, Manchester United 3. And it's going to be some end to the game now. Giggs. That's going to be a corner off Robinson. The two number 11s together. Bartlett making a huge impact on his full debut in the Premiership. And the way he's going already suggests that Charlton will be keen to make his move from FC Zurich, a permanent one ASAP. 3-month loan at the moment, but he wants to stay, and a few other people might want him to stay after this. Giggs' corner is actually collected by Charlton's number 11, Robinson, who tries to find Jensen, but Manchester United with enough bodies back there. 10 minutes to go. Oops, Silvestre unable to get close to that one. Kishishev. Johansson. Giggs steps in. Oh, Wes Brown gave it straight to Kishishev. Now Kinsella. And now Johansson. Plenty in the middle for Charlton. And credit to Van der Haar, because that can't have been easy. Glorious game. Scholes. Solskjaer can't keep it in. Throw into Charlton. Sir Alex Ferguson in his penultimate season as manager of Manchester United, set to take on a different role when he retires. He knows his team have been made to fight all the way here, and 3 points are most certainly not in the bag yet. Jensen. Oh, was he tripped? Yes, he was, by Ryan Giggs, and that's a free kick. And all of a sudden, the Charlton fans are believing that maybe they can stop Manchester United in their tracks. Everybody back for Manchester United to defend this free kick. The free kick is taken by Jensen, tried to curl it round the wall. In the end he has to knock it back in, and everybody was coming out trying to stay on side, and it was an opportunity wasted really by Charlton there. Huge kick from Van der Haar. And Fish won it, or rather Kishishev won it, and Kishishev has gone for the return here, and he's been obstructed by Wes Brown, and that's going to be a yellow card. Charlton fans calling for a red, but that might be a bit hopeful from their point of view. Well, Wes Brown might claim that Kishishev ran into him, but he seemed aware of the Bulgarians' close presence. So Wes Brown gets a booking, and Charlton get a free kick. Well, it's in a similar position to the last one. The ball's going to have to go back. Stephen Lodge ordering the United players to go back a little bit. I have to say, doesn't look terribly much like 10 yards of that. Well, they're moving forward now, and there's a lot of tangling and a lot of grappling in the wall. There's no way that's gone back far enough, I don't think. They keep edging forward. The delay merely adds to the tension at the Valley. Jensen tries again! Amazing save from Raymond van der Houw. It was heading for the roof of the net, surely, from Jensen. And van der Houw got his fingertips to it. A fantastic finish to a quite extraordinary game. Jensen's corner. Kinsella. And it's in! Robinson! John Robinson scores! What a comeback from Charlton! The Valley erupts! Sir Alex Ferguson can barely believe it, but to be honest, not many can believe it. This has been a wonderful game. A captivating contest. Robinson turned, Robinson scored, and it's Charlton 3, Manchester United 3 in one of the games of the season in the Premiership. Robinson has certainly made an impact after coming on as a sub. Silvestre. Well, Charlton have showed the sort of spirit that will come in very handy as they seek to keep their place amongst the elite of English football. Alan Kirbysley's team 3-1 down against the champions Manchester United. For many, many teams that would be that, but not for Charlton. And who knows, they might even fancy a winner. Jensen still going, but all he could do was stop it from going for a goal kick in the end. Kishishev. Still 4 minutes of normal time to go. Kishishev down the line for Graham Stuart. Taken off his toes though by Silvestre. Now Manchester United trying to hit back. Ryan Giggs. Giggs taking on his fellow Welsh international Robinson, but Robinson won that particular duel because it's bobbled off Giggs and gone behind for a goal kick. Alan Kirbysley having to bring on Matthias Svensson because I think Sean Bartlett has a little knock and will need to come off. Listen to the reception for Bartlett though, the 2-goal man. Is he coming off? He is now. Sean Bartlett, 2 goals on his full debut. I think they quite like him already in southeast London. Bartlett off, and the Swede Matthias Svensson comes on. And 3 minutes to go. Kishishev looking to get in here, and he's managed to poke it through to Johansson. Oh, and Graham Stuart took it first time, but it looped off his boot and over. Graham Stuart got it all wrong as Charlton make another change in the closing stages. Kishishev has run himself into the ground today. He's going to be replaced by one of Charlton's youngsters, Paul Konchesky, just 19 years old. Kishishev off, Konchesky on. in this absolutely absorbing encounter. You wish it could go on for a while longer, but there aren't many minutes left now, sadly. Neville allowing that one to go through to Van der Hau. Was Powell's header, but drops out of play. Well, Manchester United took off their big guns, Beckham and Keane, when they were seemingly destined for victory here. Ryan Giggs, ready to deliver. It's bobbling and greening, and bodies are getting in the way, and Giggs is there, and Phil Neville sent it back in, but it's a goal kick now. It's the sort of time to get bodies in the way, however way you do it. So Alex Ferguson's Manchester United pegged back from 3-1 to 3-3. The 90 minutes are up, but there will be 3 more minutes of added on time at the Valley. Well, is there going to be a final twist in this tantalising tale? Jensen to Powell. Can he get a cross in? He can. No, he can't. It's blocked, but it is going to be a corner. What Alan Curbersley would give now for a 4th goal. Jensen delivers. Robinson was lurking at the near post. It's come back to Klaus Jensen, and Van der Hau grabs that one off the top of a few heads. Van der Hau's kick, Konchesky underneath it, did well. Kinsella. Svensson. Graham Stuart. Wes Brown blocked his route to goal. Scholes. Greening. Giggs. Oh, he could be in here. Ryan Giggs! Oh, it's flashed wide. Was that the last chance to win it for United? And Ryan Giggs, who has posed problems aplenty for Charlton, posed another there. Still about a minute or so to go, I reckon. They've ended on time. You wouldn't really want to leave this one even with a few seconds left, would you? It's come off Gary Neville, but it's only going to be a throw. Or is it going to be a free kick? It is a free kick, in fact. Free kick for Charlton. Chance to lob one into the box here. Mark Fish moves forward. Jensen sends it in, but it's fisted away by Van der Hau. Referee is looking at his watch. Charlton haven't got much time to get it back in the box. They've got no time, but it's a great shame that this game has come to an end, because it really was some match. Sir Alex might not think so, though. His team were 3-1 up and coasting it, but they took off David Beckham and Roy Keane, made changes, and Charlton fought back and how to grab a point. Sean Bartlett scored twice on his full debut against the team he grew up supporting in South Africa. And this really was a remarkable game. Ryan Giggs, a constant menace for United, nearly scored a Beckham-esque goal from the halfway line, which bounced back off the bar, allowing Solskjaer to tuck the rebound away. But it really was a classic contest, this, and they've certainly had top-notch entertainment at the Valley this afternoon. Manchester United, having been seemingly in the driving seat, suddenly found themselves stuck in a jam as Charlton refused to surrender. It's all smiles on the faces of this family club. They will remember this day for a long time. They knew it was going to be a severe test of their credentials, and you have to say that they have come out of it with plenty of pride and with plenty of spirit. An enthralling encounter in southeast London finishes Charlton Athletic 3, Manchester United 3.
Alan, that was a quite amazing game. Some teams apparently think they're beaten before they start against Manchester United, but your team never looked like that.
Well, I've obviously Arsene Wenger said that last couple of weeks, but I'm sure if you asked Alex, he would say that some sides try even harder against Man United. And but what really pleased me about getting the point is that we deserved it. I'm sure Alex would agree. And the fact that the way we played in the first 40 minutes, well, for most of the game, but in the first 40 minutes, I think that we were excellent. Scored one, perhaps could have had 3 or 4, and I don't think anyone would complain too much about that. And then to be stunned like that at half time was, big mountain to come back from. Big thing to come back from, and so I'm pleased we have.
I thought that Charlton, particularly in the first 20 minutes of the match, provided a lot of threat to our defending, and they could have been 3 up in the first 20 minutes. Once we settled to a game, we did okay, and attacking wise they were very good. But at 3-1 you have to think that our side shouldn't always kind of lead, but they did.
Sean, as full debuts go, not too bad, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was a dream start for me. I never thought that I'll score 2 goals against Man U, but I was actually quite happy just with one. So I think the second one is a bonus.
Obviously, to score against Manchester United is particularly special for you, having supported them.
Yeah, growing up, I think in South Africa everybody supports Man U, and I think it was just a special day for me.
Sean has been with us only a week now, and we can't do too much work with him, but we've done a lot of work on the team this week, and I don't think he thought he was playing till yesterday morning, and I put him in the side, but he's good in the air, and we got some crosses in there, but no, he's come in, he's done well for us, and hopefully he can carry on.
On a 3-month loan initially, but possibly a permanent move at the end of it?
Yeah, I said before that I was just going to come here, impress, score goals, and obviously try and secure a permanent contract, and I think today should certainly help a little bit.
It was a quite extraordinary game to watch. What was it like to play in?
Yeah, I think the only thing I would probably have to get used to is the pace of the game, but I think it was, like you said, extraordinary game, and we really played well today.
Curbs was drumming into us all week really to get at them, try and attack them, and if you let them attack you, they got the players to split you open every which way, and we took an early lead, but we started well. The tempo was up, and we got at them early doors, and we went 1-0 up, and then we sat back as we normally do for 5 minutes, and then they get at us, and within a minute we're 2-1 down, which to come in at half time was a shock to be 2-1 down after the performance we put in, especially. I
think we're still getting over the fact that they just equalised, and we've kicked off, and I think Jensen's knocked it long, and it's been headed down in the middle of the park, and it was a strong wind, and he's hitting. As he's hitting, I felt that he couldn't get much power on it. I just felt that there's no way that he could get the power on it, and the higher it went and the longer it went, I thought, oh, we're in trouble here. And to be fair, if it had gone in, it would have just been it was better than Beckham's effort, I think, at Wimbledon. If it had gone in, then fantastic, but then it popped down, and the last person you want to see is Solskjaer coming in, but he still had a lot to do, and it was a great finish from him, so it stunned us a bit.
We had a terrific game today, Ryan. It was a real threat to them. Scored a goal, made a goal, and he could have scored 2 more.
You look a bit shell-shocked by the way that game finished.
No, I'm not shell-shocked at all. I think that in the nature of football, nothing surprises you, that you've got to earn the right to win matches, and I felt that Charlton earned the right to get a result today. They fought really hard and they played very well.
We knew with Sean Bartlett up front, he's got a great leap on him. If we can get good balls in the box, he'll score goals, and he did it again for us. And just the momentum carried us on then. And we had a few free kicks around the edge and then a couple of corners, and we stuck the equaliser away.
It's always quite hard to come on because you've got to try and get the run of the game. And coming on 3-1 down against Manchester United, I probably would have thought I might touch the ball 2 or 3 times. So yeah, as I say, obviously got kicked the first thing, and then I got myself going with the dissent, as sometimes I normally do. And then Mark Kinsella said it's dropped from the corner, and Kins, that's what quality is all about, where you see someone rather than shoot, he sees a pass, and Kins has knocked it over, and it's a great ball. And I thought actually I was going to get kicked, or at least closed down, but I couldn't believe it. And as I say, I've hit it across the goal, and thankfully it's gone in. We were quietly confident in ourselves when we were at home here. As you say, well, I've said before, there is quality in this side, and that's the belief we've got. Other teams might have jacked it in at 3-1 and thought we'll just keep the score down to 3-1 and go from there, but not this side. They want to go out and say Curbs is actually sometimes says like, well, don't give away the goals, but that's not in this lot. They'll go out and try and get another goal and try and get a point.
I think anyone here today would have enjoyed that game, and you know, we're really pleased because we've lost 2 on the spin, and you know, you need to stop that. And if there's anything to do with confidence, there's no better way to stop it than to pinch a point, or not pinch a point, but take a point from Man United.
Absolutely awesome.